the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is April 5th, 2024. It is 1:02 a.m. This is video number 2. Video number 1 was on our team Sussex. So let's get started. This is the back end. 3,740 subscribers, $34.03, and analytics. Okay, the last 48 hours I had 1,563 views. I don't post too often here, so I don't know. It seems like the number went down. I don't remember what the number was. The estimate revenue was on yesterday's video, because I did a video. I don't post often here though. Okay, so let's go on Twitter. This is the first tweet. Okay, Meghan is not copying anyone because Royal didn't invent good deed. I don't know what this stands for. You blimp hater. And that's so horrible that Meghan wants to copy them. What is she talking about? Let me go into this. Maria, the royal family do PR every day. Why do you think they have the voodoo rats? They cut ribbons, go to hospital for 2 minutes and mingling with the sick, shake peasant hands, wave to the masses. It's all part of their grift. Okay, and that's so horrible that Meghan wants to copy them. Nah, Meghan been doing all of this. Royals didn't invent charity work. Meghan was doing this work long before Harry came along, and now they're working beautifully together to continue the important charity work. And the thing is that when you look at in the UK, the amount of charity work that there are over there It's unbelievable. I'm not saying they don't need them, but they claim that the royal family, this is why they receive taxpayers' money. You would assume the money that's going to the royal family, which they're not doing anything, should go straight to the people that needs it. Okay, the people don't need a middleman. The more hand that the money pass to, it's less that being distributed. All right, so if they have all that charity, why do they need all those charity? They should advocate to the government for the sake of the people to prevent from having those charities. Allow people to be self-sufficient. This kind of thing. Okay.
There is a cookbook, but it's also the story of a West London community who gathered together in a kitchen and discovered the healing power of sharing food. In January 2018, as I was settling into my new home of London, I met a group of women whose community had been affected by the Grenfell fire. They had decided to get together to cook fresh food for their families and their neighbors.
After the fire, it was somewhere where they could make food to take back to their hotel room where you don't have facilities to cook. It was sort of comforting to be able to do that, and the kitchen gave them the opportunity to do it.
Asked me, how many days do you offer this service? And I said 2 days a week. And her straight question was, why not 7 days, Zahira? And I said, funding. So she goes, we can do a cookbook. Asked me, how many days do you offer this service? And I said 2 days a week. And her straight question was, why not 7 days, Zahira? And I said, funding. So she goes, we can do a cookbook.
Yeah, so let's go back to the original tweet. There's me here. I'm laughing because she called herself Marionette of Photoshop. There's that. Okay, and Meghan was already doing all of that before Harry. Your dead future queen, copying Meghan till oh my god, that's December 28, 2023. Go figure. Alright, so that's that. Let's go to the other tweet. Maybe that should have been on the other channel. Next tweet. Oops, maybe something went in my eyes. So there's that. Remember how they gleefully stripped Harry and Meghan of the charities they were patron of? Well, nearly all 600 held by the Queen. See, there's the number here. Do they need all of that charity? Okay. Well, nearly all 600 held by the Queen are still in limbo under this work-shy lot. Kitty inherited rugby from Harry and used them for PR stunts only. Too bad the charities are the casualties. There's that. Hundreds of Queen Elizabeth charities are without a patron 18 months after her death. Most of the late Queen Elizabeth II's 600 plus charities are still left without a patron and remain in the dark about who their new patron will be. So that was April 2nd, 2024. Remember last year, Rugby World Cup England page post Harry on their timeline said it's not the same anymore. Okay, they desperately try to keep Harry as patron. Yeah, I don't feel sorry for them. They were cowards who stayed silent over Harry and Meghan abuse. Now they lost out on both ends. Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Especially there was this. What happened? I think it was last month. I think with Big Brother. And they were saying something, and then out of nowhere, there's this charity who came and spoke against something that was being said. And then I was like, okay, I agree with you that, you know, speaking against, I forgot what it was, against violence on women or something like that. And I was like, where were you when Meghan was going through all of the things, the ordeal when she was over there? I think on App Team Sussex, I posted something on my community, but I scheduled it to be post like a week or so later. I think it was during the Big Brother. Oh, now I remember. It's the uncle, Kate's uncle, who was talking about something, and then people were complaining why they have him on the show when he has been, you know, I think he did something to his wife. I don't remember what it was, and that's when all of the people came out trying to talk why they have him on the show when he's this and that and all of that. Okay, so it was during that time, and that Charity came out of nowhere starting to talk about women violence and all of that, and I was like, yes, I understand, I agree with them, but where were they when Meghan was going through her things? But anyway, let's continue and read what is there. Bottom up. A full report. Patronages are not worth the paper they are written on. The report shows they gain nothing by having royal patrons cutting ribbons. Harry and Meghan work with their charities. They provide them with skills and knowledge on how to build. That's true. Thanks for sharing. Maybe I'll click on that. Okay, I don't feel sorry for them. They were cowards who stayed silent over Harry and Meghan abuse. Now they lost out on both ends. Agree totally. So let's go into that. I'll leave the link. How many oh, that's too much. I'll leave that for you. Okay, for you to read. It's about how many pages? Okay, the last page is pretty much empty. It's about 70 pages. The last page is not even that much. So what is that? Royal patronages of UK charities. What are they? Who gets them? And do they help? So there's that here. Caroline Finn and Sylvia McLean. Alright, so the link will be in the description. Let's go to the next tweet. Go on Twitter. Next tweet. Why are they so fixated on the princess of color toning down everything about herself? Also, why would Meghan take advice from people who are dismal failures in their own lives? Okay. Consistency and authenticity. Meghan Markle advised to tone down designer wardrobe as part of rebrand. What the hell? Okay, Meghan Markle has been handed some tough public relations advice if she wants to reinvent herself. What the hell? Reinvent herself with her new lifestyle brand, American Riviera. Please. Like this, the caption said, why would Meghan want to take advice from these people? American Riviera Orchard, including toning down her designer wardrobe. Oh, please. If these people could, all they would do is sabotage Meghan's work. Okay? They already told her to tone down, be 50% less of herself. You think this mean well for Meghan?
Told, been given advice that it would be best if she could be 50% less than she was. Wow. That was the quote. If she could be 50% less. And I remember hearing that in 2018 and said specifically to her, I don't know how you're going to survive being half of yourself.
Thank God our sis have her own self-esteem. She knows her worth. She knows what she could do. To take advice from these haters non-stop, they never stop hating on her. This is pure jealousy over here. Oh my Lord. I sense deep envy and jealousy. Yeah, that's all it is. I sense an attempt to lower Meghan's standard so the other princess can catch up, while the travesty dream on losers. Usual propaganda pets are on hiatus, so they are pretending people in America must center their petulant concerns. Reported, then mute and black, thank you. Meghan Markle is big enough, old enough to wear what she wants, when she wants. Who are they to tell her what to wear? Who pulls their strings? Seriously, this is the tat that is spouted out about a woman who is her own woman and she's not owned by anyone. I can't remember what Kate spent on her wardrobe last year, and that awful headpiece for that coronation, or the whole budget for the coronation while people can't afford to buy food. Anyone? Alright, there's that here. Definitely after these two. Unsolicited advice at that. These people don't care a fig about Meghan. They're so used to critiquing the taxpayer-funded royals that they cannot accept that Meghan and Harry are within their sphere of influence anyone. Every time they advise Harry and Meghan, you ain't nobody. That's true. Alright, someone should tell whoever that is that this is America, not the UK. Meghan can wear all the designer clothes she wants to here. Plenty of people here wear designer clothes on the daily. Why should she? Americans are not policing her clothes, and UK opinion doesn't matter. Okay, so let's go to the next tweet. These people are crazy. Oops. I copied the whole thing. There's that. She's not working on behalf of the family anymore. These rules are entirely made up. The audacity to sign things for sick children in the hospital. What is wrong with the media? Okay, Meghan Markle breaks... Is it protocol? Oh my goodness. Meghan Markle breaks major royal rules on visit to Children's Hospital in Los Angeles. Meghan Markle made a surprise visit to Children's Hospital Los Angeles as part of the literacy campaign, but broke a huge royal family rule in the process. Oh, all of a sudden, there's the royal and then there's the family. All of a sudden, she's all that to them? Oh my lord. It's gone beyond bullying and harassment to persecution. Where are the voices that cry out on behalf of Catherine, Princess of Wales? Everything Meghan does, says, or wears is written up as wrong. Even things she is imagined to think. Who will cry stop for her? Okay, my quarterback visited the Children's Hospital in Philadelphia. He gave them a signed autograph jersey. So there's that here. And this is why people cannot stand the left behinders, because they are so freaking robotic. They don't know how to interact in human level. Okay, after this, that's it. She broke a major royal rule by not suffering outside of the institute. She took their best asset and is living happily and free of their financial constraint. That's it. Yeah. British media is broken. Okay, what's wrong with British tabloid media? They lack human decency protocol. Why are they not satisfied with their leftovers? Where is Kate? Okay, royal sign guest book, but with first name only, so doubt Meghan will use her whole name. It's more BS. I mean, she will buy her name whatever she wants. These people, oh my lord. This image will stay forever for those kids. And she signed it too. Meghan knows the meaning behind her signature on such pictures. She approved the picture. Okay, I don't know who in the UK needs to hear this. Meghan can do whatever the F she wants in the US. She owes nothing to the others on that aisle, and definitely doesn't have to dim her light for those whose light barely flicker. Leave Meghan the F alone with your BS made up protocol. They mean nothing in the US. Okay, so that's the same headline here. Screenshot. The headline is BS. Right? She's not your magical Negro. Go find someone else. Okay, oh, there's that word again. They toss that around like confetti when they need a distraction from something else. Alright, so that's an ad. How can one break royal family rules when one is not in the royal family? That's that. Next tweet. These people are ridiculous. And let's not forget as well, the people who are writing this stuff, they're not in the best interest of the institution or the country itself. But the people within the country are not fighting back. So that's that. Next tweet. In 2019, Princess Meghan guest edited the September issue of British Vogue, causing a jealous meltdown and toxic ire. Reason giving not enough white faces. There's the rolling eye and slap in the face. Tilted force for change. It features female change makers across the world and went on to win a PPA award. Alright, there's that here. And you could see everything that anybody does. Okay, the self-thinkers, the one who create, who produce things, and those over there who sit around not doing anything, not improving on their brain, just hating on those who are doing something. My goodness, they just want people to be idle, and then for them to dictate to those who are self-thinkers to go under their rules. This is ridiculous. And this is the nonsense they spread around the world. The way that they behave and the way that they think is as if they will live forever. This is a mindset for people who live forever. If you know you are here for a limited of time, you're just here to take care of the land and then move on. Yes, I will have that same type of thinking. Okay, the mindset where I want everything for myself and things like that. But we are here limited of time. We've seen countless of examples after examples after example. We do not live forever. But these people behave and act as if they will live forever. I just don't understand the mindset. To tell you the truth, if I knew I was gonna live forever, I definitely will be that kind of a selfish of a person. But I will not. There's no reason for all of this greedy selfishness and all those negativity they're spreading around the world. It's unbelievable. But anyway, Meghan Markle's Magical Touch wasn't this the fastest selling issue of all time of British Vogue. Okay, it was too. Fastest selling in the magazine history. This one must left in the dark, then no. Okay, Meghan is such a bold visionary. Well said. And I'm so glad she's remained true to herself. Definitely. Okay, after this, that's it. What a shame on them for feeling that way. Those women are all amazing, each in their own way. There's that. Alright, what is this? Okay, this I didn't expect. And Camoto went on to lie that this was all about her. Unlike the Duchess of Cambridge, who was on the cover of Vogue, Meghan just could never win. Alright, 40 seconds. What is that? I never seen this.
I said she's damned if she doesn't. She's damned if she doesn't. How would she have got this across the line? Would she have had to get approval from the royal household?
The royal household would have known about it. There's comparisons to the Kate one in 2016 where it was a lot more low-key and she wasn't guest editing. She was sort of...
No, she was
Wait a second.
Wasn't she? Wasn't Kate on the cover?
He was on the cover.
So I mean, you could argue that was, inappropriate.
You have to remember as well, Georgie, this is coming after a weekend report suggesting that the couple, when they're on their Frogmore Cottage estate, have told people not to speak to them, not to ask about the baby, not to stroke their dog. There's been a few negative
I said she's damned if she doesn't. She's damned if she...
This woman, this whatever presenter is spot on. She's damned if she does, if she's damned she doesn't. And then Kate was in the cover. She's twisted completely. Let's go into it. Let's tweak comment under it. When one lie doesn't work, you make up a few more lies on the spot. Yeah, baggage for God. Wasn't she the one who was complaining about the miscarriage thing? When Meghan came out, was it something, the losses? And then months later, she came out to say she had miscarriage too. And I'm like, how am I supposed to feel for you after what you spew on Meghan? When Meghan came out and said she had a miscarriage. Oh my Lord, these people are ridiculous. Okay, so this is an old picture of Harry here. New to me. It was new to me too. Such a profile of Archie. Wow. Looks like Archie. Alright, me too. Where is this? No idea. Maybe the zoo. Okay, it's Diana and Harry. Follow us to discover. Okay, so that's ad. I know this is Harry, but this looks so much like Archie. Yeah, it does. There's the heart here. Never seen it before. It's cute. Harry was such a cute baby. Oh, me too, baby Harry. Me too. What sweet picture. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. I'm almost done. I have, 4 more, I think. Next tweet. Have you ever wondered why a certain Stepford wife pretended to create a garden at the Chelsea flower show? Back in 2015, I spoke about this before. Okay, back in 2015, Charities Centre Bally exhibited a garden named Hope and Vulnerability at the Chelsea flower show for the second time, and it was a huge success. The late Queen was delighted. Prince Harry has been very involved in the design of the garden. Everything was sent to him in Afghanistan. When we were able to meet, he knew everything about it. He is very interested in it and cares about it. Okay, Ginny Blum. So while he was in Afghanistan, he was still working back there. Oh my goodness. This part I didn't know. This part I did not know. But I knew he did a Chelsea flower show, and I think the first time I come across it, and I was like, he was trying everything, there's all of this, there's that. These are the people who help him, I guess. Wow, that is nice. Okay, the people who actually designed the garden she was supposedly involved in were reportedly told she would be working with them as per usual with Wink, no work but taking the accolades. Not surprised at all. I remember the picture of her sitting on a swing and smiling to the cameras. There's that. The late Queen had to visit the garden as well. This is when KP banned Kempfed using a picture of Harry for their garden. Really? Did they? Meanwhile, Kensington Palace has reportedly had to ban the charity from using a photo of Harry as part of the display in a bid to stop it overshadowing Kate's garden. What in the name? I didn't know about this. They are so obsessed with overshadowing. My God. Thank you for reminding Prince Harry has always been the thoughtful leader. This is a wonderful example. That's an ad. Let me go into this and then that's it. Okay, they are so obsessed with overshadowing. I remember that. KP always petty and vindictive. This is crazy. They don't want to use his photo. This is why they always trying to put him down. Because this paint a good picture of Harry. Let me pause. It paints a good picture of Harry, so it doesn't match with their narrative. That's all it is. Okay, because this is a good thing, it's a positive thing. But the thing that they want to display about Harry was that drunk, he's always partying, he's, completely opposite of what they were painting of William. God is good. I mean, the truth will always come out. I remember this chick. She stalked Harry in a bad way. I'm sure she's a deranger today. Okay, I paused this specifically for that. But it started here. Let's look at the video and then come back to my tweet here. Okay, that's the clap is why they're mad. All right, 1 minute and 32 seconds. Oh my God! Wait a second. She was trying to kiss Harry on the lip and Harry quickly moved his face. Oh my God. No wonder why the squad. I remember this chick. She stalked Harry in a bad way. I'm sure she's a deranger today. Watch when Harry put his face. Okay, I'll play it all over. You see that? Look at this. She was trying to kiss him in the lip. Harry quickly moved his face. What? Oh my God, these people are crazy. Okay, let's play it without me stopping. But there'll be screenshot, unfortunately, because YouTube. Harry said, "You don't even know what you're holding." I'll go back to it. Let's finish watching it though. Okay, let's go back. Harry was like, "You don't even know what you're holding," right here. Like, let's start it from here.
You don't even know what you're holding.
You don't even know what you're holding. So there's this here regarding the deranger here. Okay, I remember this chick. She stalked Harry in a bad way. I'm sure she's a deranger today. LOL. Hearts, minds, and souls were crushed. None of them broke his conveyor belt like our sis did. Okay, so I put this here. And she responded, "Yup." Let's listen. Come on.
Travel the world from top to bottom, literally. I'd hopscotched the continents. I'd met hundreds of thousands of people. I'd crossed paths with a ludicrously large cross-section of the planet's 7 billion residents. For 32 years, I'd watched a conveyor belt of faces pass by, and only a handful ever made me look twice. This woman.
There's a video I have on this channel, PYTE, where I turned this audio into a completely video by itself. There's music, there's pictures and all of that. Go check it out. I'll look for the thumbnails and share it with you. You could go check it out.
Stopped the conveyor belt. This woman smashed the conveyor belt to bits. I'd never seen anyone so beautiful. Why should beauty feel like a punch in the throat? Does it have something to do with our innate human longing for order? Isn't that what scientists say? And artists? That beauty is symmetry and therefore represents a relief from the chaos? Certainly my life to that point had been chaotic. I can't deny hungering for order, can't deny seeking a bit of beauty. I'd just come back from a trip with Pa, Willie and Kate to France, where we'd marked the anniversary of the Battle of the Somme, honoured the British dead, and I'd read a haunting poem, Before Action. It was published by a soldier 2 days before he died in action. It ended, "Help me to die, O Lord." Reading it out, I realised I didn't want to die. I wanted to live. A fairly staggering revelation for me just then. But this woman's beauty and my response to it wasn't based merely on symmetry. There was an energy about her, a wild joy and playfulness. There was something in the way she smiled, the way she interacted with Violet, the way she gazed into the camera. Confident, free. She believed life was one grand adventure. I could see that. What a privilege it would be, I thought, to join her on that journey. I got all of that from her face.
Alright, so that's that. And this is Meghan now.
Now, it is my distinguished honor to introduce someone.
You know what? I'm not even gonna play this one. There's a music in the background. I'm gonna have to mute it. I think I have the video of that where Meghan was introducing Harry in the Netherlands. I'll put my one, the one that I have, without any music. Okay?
It is my distinguished honor to introduce someone that I think you'll all be very excited to hear from. He has also spent many late nights and early mornings planning for these games to make them as perfect as possible for each of you. I could not love and respect him more, and I know that all of you feel the same because he is your fellow veteran, having served 2 tours of duty in Afghanistan and 10 years of military service. He's the founder of the INVICTUS Games and the father to our 2 little ones, Archie and Lily. Please welcome my incredible husband, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex.
So that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. So the whole thing, the reason I put that is she thinks this person is a deranger now. Harry broke minds, heart, minds and dreams and all of that. Okay. This one was flying around my timeline, so I thought I'd share it over again. I believe I have it on this channel already. It's old. Have only just noticed that little Archie says, "Can you get this?" after dropping the book. There's the laugh and loving eye. This is still the cutest video ever. Okay, so there'll be a screenshot. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'll let you listen to it. 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
For Save With Stories, we're going to read Duck, Rabbit. Ready? Unopened. Good job. Hey, look, a duck. That's not a duck. That's a rabbit. Yeah. Here, can you turn the page? What happens after that? Are you kidding me? It's totally a duck. It's for sure a rabbit. What's on the next page? See? There's his bill. What are you talking about? Those are his ears, silly. It's a duck, and he's about to eat a piece of bread. Turn the page. Is that the piece of bread? Let's turn the page. Let's show everybody. It's a rabbit, and he's about to eat a carrot. Let's go to the next page. Look, Arch. That's the cover. Let's go to the next page. Wait, listen. Did you hear that? I heard duck sounds. Quack, quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. That's funny. I distinctly heard rabbit sounds. Now the duck is wading through the swamp. No, the rabbit is hiding in the grass. There, see? Look, Archie, it's flying. Flying. It's hopping. So let's turn the page. Look, the duck is so hot, he's getting a drink of water. No, the rabbit is so hot, he's cooling off his ears. That's the sun, and what's that? Fish. Fish, fish, fish. Let's turn the page. Let's see what else happens. Look at the duck through my binoculars. Sorry, still a rabbit. Let's turn the page, then what happens? Let's turn the page. Here, ducky, ducky. Here, you cute little rabbit. Oh, great. You scared him away. Archie, look, you didn't scare him away. I didn't scare him away. You scared him away. Let's finish this book first, then we'll have that book. You know, maybe you were right. Maybe it was a rabbit. Thing is, now I'm actually thinking, that it was a duck. Should we get that book back to you? We'll read this one next. That it was a duck. Well, anyway, now what do you want to do? What happened?
Can you get it?
I don't know. What do you want to do? Hey, look! An anteater! That's no anteater. That's a brachiosaurus. Let's turn the page. What's next? The end.
Yay! The end! Woo!
Good job!
Bravo! Bravo!
Yay! Duck rabbit.
Alright, there's this here. Archie is adorable. This reminds me that Harry and Meghan were willing to let people watch their children grow up, but because of the harassment from the derangers and the press, they no longer did. I've said this, especially when you look at the docuseries. You see how much they share? They were willing to do it. But the thing is that we already know the press wanted to be part. There's the thing here. While Harry and Meghan are experiencing their presence, okay, they want to enjoy the moment with themselves and their children and whatever. The paper, the media wants to be part of it. So Harry and Meghan were saying, no, I don't want you to be part of my reality, my everyday movement. I will share with you after I have enjoyed the moment. Okay? So you see the amount of content they share with us on the docuseries. Can you imagine if the tabloid had respect their space? We would have seen so much. And Meghan said it in the Oprah interview. You know, they will share what she wants to share with you. I have the clip where she was saying that.
Didn't you have an expectation that you're going to have to lose privacy?
Well, it's two things here.
That's part of the deal.
Two things here. I think everyone has a basic right to privacy. Basic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're not talking about anything that anybody else wouldn't expect. So if you're at work and you have a photograph of your child on your desk and your coworker says, oh my gosh, your kid's so cute, that's fantastic. Can I see your phone so I can see all the pictures of your child? You go, no, this is the picture I'm comfortable sharing with you. And then if they double down and say, no, but you already showed me that one, so you have to show me everything. You know what, I'm just going to hire someone to sit in front of your house or hide in the bushes and take pictures into your backyard because you've lost your right to privacy because you shared one image with me.
Mm-hmm.
That's sort of the flawed argument and its operating mechanism that they're confusing people to think. I think life is about being able to share our stories and share parts of our lives that you're comfortable with.
But these people wanted to be part of their, I don't know, their everyday life, their moment. That's it. The tabloid wanted to be part of Harry and Meghan moment. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan wanted to enjoy their moment by themselves so they could be free to do whatever it is that they want. Then, after they do it, depend on whatever moment they capture on camera, on pictures or whatever, they will look at it and say, oh, okay, I could share this. Okay, I could share that. But the people wanted to, it's like the reality show. Okay, I think, did Harry say something like the What's that movie with Jim Carrey? Something show, where they want to record you every day to you see while you're living your life. They want to broadcast it for people. Not only that, okay, this is the worst thing of it all. Let's say, for instance, Harry was okay, you could broadcast me, whatever. But the thing is that while Harry and Meghan are doing that thing naturally, your eyes are seeing the natural movement. But the tabloid will say what you're seeing is not what it is. They're going to switch it completely 360 and say something completely out of this world. So what's the point? Okay, even if you let them in, but they're not telling you exactly how it is. So F it all. But yeah, I agree with this. I think Harry and Meghan were willing to share, but the media did not give them the space that they needed to live their lives. You only have one life to live. You don't have that much time. Okay, so the moment that you have, you want to enjoy it, but these people will not allow them to do it. That is good. And they're still trying. And this is why Harry and Meghan had to shut them down and ignore them and move and create their own little bubble. And still these people are chasing. I don't know. Something is not right with society. After the 2020 election, depending on how it goes, because there are some few people who's defending democracy, but they corrupt so many minds. It's very hard to say how we're gonna move forward. But I believe after the 2020 election, depend on how we vote, there needs to be a revamp or renew, or to not really start all over, but revisiting some stuff that were done wrong. How the schooling system have changed to prevent people from learning things to make them critical thinkers. Because these people literally, they program us. They literally did it. Remove stuff from school. Prevent people from studying from the past so they don't repeat it. And instead, they're putting BS into their brain. Not only, let's say if they didn't put BS into their brain. Okay, they remove stuff from the school, but on social media, mainstream media, they put nonsense into people's subconscious, and then it become part of our reality where people cannot really critical thinkers anymore. So we need to reevaluate these things to change our ways, because now what we are seeing, people are freaking programmed to just take BS and then run with it and commit crazy stuff. So these things need to be checked again and reevaluate and try to move forward. Our forefathers, who, there's some big mistake in there, but when they were writing our constitution in the US, they know what they were talking about. They know what they were running away from. Okay, when they create this new world. And let's not forget, what's happening in the Middle East is the same thing that they're doing over there. So now America is what it is now. They're trying to take America back to what America was running away from. So now they're using the Middle East, okay, to recreate another version of America to what they really want it to be. Okay? So keep that in mind moving forward, because this is the pattern that I'm seeing here. So we just need to be careful. And then countries in the Middle East, don't think these people are your buddies. They might be buddies with you now, laughing with you, drinking with you, and all of that. Eventually, they're gonna break it off. Just look how they started with Palestinian. I know they keep on. There's a video that I saw that went back into history and all of that, but these people were living comfortably among each other. But what just happening here in my lifetime, okay, it didn't have to be that way. Wiping out a whole freaking generation, and I don't know. Let me not go into it because YouTube does not want people to talk about it. But my warning is to the neighboring countries who think these people they're laughing with, drinking with, shaking hand with, and all of that, you better keep them on a string, because they will turn against you sooner or later, because they will make the Middle East just what America is now. Okay. Let's see here. Harry laughing in the background is great. I always knew Harry would make an amazing dad. Okay. I lost count how many times I watched this, and not once did I notice that. There's the laugh here. She's making reference to where Archie said, can you get that? Or can you get this? Okay, glad I'm not the only one. Okay, not the only one. I only noticed it yesterday. His speech should develop early, the gorgeous boy. Okay, so there's me here. What did I say? They must have read this so many times. He knew the book was about to be over. He was getting the next book ready to be read to him. Yeah, they're so cute. All right, so that's that. 2 people like it. All right, let's go to the next tweet. And I have one more after that. Okay, Princess Diana was woke before woke was a thing. There's that here. Look at her. Okay, I still remember when she hugged the kid that had HIV. She really was woke. Okay, Diana and Meghan would have been the best of friends. They have the same beautiful spirit, which is why neither one of them fit into the royal family. For some reason, I don't know why I feel this way. I think if Princess Diana was alive, I don't think Harry and Meghan would have met. I don't know why. But I think her purpose in life was exactly what happened here. It's very strange and crazy to say this. It's hard to explain. But for some reason, I feel like if she was alive, I don't think Harry would have met Meghan. They will not cross paths, because through Harry's experience after Princess Diana have passed, had allowed that blind, that shade to be removed from his eyes, to be able to see Meghan. You saw on the docuseries how he saw Meghan and asked Violet to have contact with Meghan. Okay, so that's one thing. But if Princess Diana was alive, I don't know. I don't think there would be, if they had crossed paths, I don't think Princess Diana would prevent them from being with each other or anything like that. But different road would have happened. I don't know. It's very weird and strange to explain, but for some reason I feel like if Princess Diana was alive, I don't think they will cross paths at all. I don't know why. There will be a different set of path of things that would have been for Harry. But since they took away Diana from him, and I don't know, it sounds crazy. Let me just leave it as that. I just feel like I don't think if she was alive, they would have crossed paths for some reason. But this path is what was set, because Diana was someone that I believe was sent from heaven. Look at of all people there are on this planet that to be in a marriage decided to convince Charles this is the one you should marry with. They thought that, or she thought, she will be able to manipulate her, Princess Diana that is. Meanwhile, Princess Diana was a quiet giant, a quiet lion. They didn't think they were able to fight that way. All right? So, it's very strange. It's very strange. Let me leave it as that. Let's continue with the original recording. Okay. Let's pause. She definitely was. It's so heartwarming to see her spirit and her baby boy. He has her heart and compassion and her spirit to face life on her own terms. When I used to have tea with my niece when she was little, her name was Lady D. Tammy Christina. Rest in peace. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, she was excellent taste too. Go birds. There's that. Charlie never deserved her. Never. Yeah. And I don't know, for some time when I think about it, because remember, Charles and Camilla wanted to be a thing, but the institution did not want that. And because the other one, I guess, was all over, her leg was open to almost, I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. Okay, but they wanted a version. I forgot I said this in the original recording. what I just said prior, a few minutes ago. Wow. So she chose Diana. I have that script that said that. She chose Diana, thinking when someone doesn't speak to you often, who's very shy, these are the ones who are mostly dangerous. You have to be careful because they're not expressing them to you what they're thinking. So Princess Diana seems to them like someone they could take advantage of. But instead, they got the freaking lion. Princess Diana was not going down without a fight. So that's what they had to do, what they did to her. Alright, so I don't want to go too deep into that because, my goodness. And she's still doing her thing in death because there's so many things that I see happening. Is like, how? How did that happen? They picked someone that they thought they could take advantage of, but she became a sacrifice. Produced 2 boys, and the one that she truly trained, look how he turned out. And the one that the institution trained, look how he turned out. Nobody knows where his wife is, and he can't even put a real picture of the wife, a recent real picture of the wife, creating this comical, robotic kind of things to show people that the wife is still alive. But due to technology, he thinks he's the sharpest tools in the box. But there's people who are trained to see these kind of things could automatically point the BS that he's trying to, force feed people. Okay, a beautiful person. I was making reference to the images, the Mother Day's image, the walkabout, the TMZ, and all of that. That's what I'm making reference to. And also, to continue with the thought on my original recording, is that not only Princess Diana created 2 boys, people could actually differentiate, okay, could look with their own eyes how these 2 boys have turned out. The institution version and her version of how she trained Harry to be. You could see the compassion, the humanity within Harry. And then in William, you could see the robotic, self-absorbed, doesn't have any compassion, no feeling whatsoever. The only thing you could see, he take on the same kind of behavior that they were doing to his own mother. So it's very clear to anybody to see the difference between her version and the institution version. 2 boys come from the same mother, same father. One was trained by the institution and one for a very, very short amount of time, 12 years of training Harry, and then they took her away from Harry. And then after everything they did with lies, fabrication, and everything, they want to paint a picture of the version that Princess Diana had trained, despite all their effort to suppress the reality of Harry and Princess Diana. Still, what shines? Princess Diana's version still shine. You see the kind of a person Harry has become. And now what we are seeing with William, the institution version, despite of all the cover up, of all the fabrication, pretending this is a perfect human being, the institution version, okay, people could still see the crap that is coming out of the institution. Okay, so that was Princess Diana's purpose, I think. Hard to say, but she was a sacrifice for the blind, whoever was blind to refuse to see reality. And there are still some who can see reality. So Princess Diana was a sacrifice for the institution, for the world to see the 2 version. And I don't think so much to say. Let's leave it as that. Alright, next tweet. New to me. There's another one here. At first, when I look at this picture, I thought that was the former prime minister. What's her name? I forgot her name. But I was reading some of the comment, but that's the stepmother. Rain, I believe they call her. My goodness, look at Princess Diana. Look pissed. Wow. Okay, Camille Connor. Okay, so there's the heart here. Stepmother Rain, I think that's where I read it. Stepmother Rain, it's hard to believe she was beautiful in her youth. Her hairstyle was awful. Diana looks serious and Rain is laughing. I bet Di growing up hating her. Yeah, what's that docu-series? She talked about it where she comforted her and then eventually she make peace with it.
You know, this gap between a child and an adult is tiny. We all pretend it's huge. It's tiny.
As she took him through her teenage years, Diana became particularly animated when talking about Countess Rain Spencer, the stepmother she despised, the woman she thought stole her precious father away.
We all used to go like homing pigeons to him, to the lovely house and everything else. She moved in with that.
After Rain moved in, Diana's older sisters moved away, leaving 13-year-old Diana and her younger brother Charles to deal with the tension alone on their weekends home from boarding school.
So you kind of were entrapped?
Yeah, we were, and I kept saying to Charles, when we were 16 and when we were 18, we'll build our own lives. That's all I could think about, our own choices.
The wicked stepmother, as she became known, was nicknamed by her stepchildren Acid Rain. And Rain further antagonized Diana, her brother, and sisters by taking control of the Spencer family estate. Diana biographer Andrew Morton.
There's a huge transformation at Althorpe House. Many possessions were sold off, much to the anger of Charles Spencer and Diana, who felt that she was selling off the Spencer heritage built up over a number of centuries. And she was selling silverware, paintings, and other objets d'art at knockdown prices just to raise money.
She was a bully and just didn't know how to treat individuals.
Open warfare raged between the Spencer children and Rain, with Earl Spencer caught in the middle. In 1978, he suffered a stroke.
They say, the experts, they say the stroke was brought on by the tension between the 4 children and the stepmother, which is very true, I'm sure.
At the hospital, Diana says Rain guarded him fiercely through his recuperation, even from his own children.
She wouldn't let us see him for 16 weeks in the hospital.
10 more years of animosity followed, and finally Diana was ready for a showdown. It took place in 1989, on the weekend of her brother Charles's wedding, an event attended by Diana's father, her stepmother, and her estranged mother, Frances.
And my father and stepmother refused to even say hello to my mother. And it got me so angry, the behaviour of these grown-ups, that I ploughed in and screamed at both my stepmother and my father. I said it was very bad manners, they were just indulging in themselves, and this was Charles's day, Victoria's. Do we have to live with the past every time Mommy walks in the house?
Knowing her mother was deeply hurt, Diana decided to finally unleash the anger she'd held in check since her teenage years. Diana, the Princess of Wales, on deck to be Queen of England, one of the most elegant women in the world, was actually about to get physical.
And my stepmother and I ended up having this row, and I pushed her down the stairs, which gave me enormous satisfaction. My father didn't speak to me for 6 months. I had to go back and say, I love you, darling, etc., etc. So it was all very difficult that.
But the arguments with Rain raged on.
I was so angry, I wanted to throttle my stepmother of mine because she brought such grief. She kept saying to me, oh, but Diana, you're so unhappy in your own marriage, you're just jealous of Daddy's and my relationship. And jealousy was not high on the agenda, it was behaviour I was after. She said, you don't know how much we've suffered because of Francis. I said, suffering, Rain, you don't know the word. I see suffering of such magnitude in my role that you would never even understand. I really spat it out.
Now, how did you spit it out?
I said, we've always hated you. You've ruined our family life. You've done a great job there, Ray. Great job. Made us really unhappy and we're pleased about that.
That sense spilled over after Earl Spencer died in 1992. Diana and Charles Spencer were instrumental in just throwing Rain's clothes out of Althorpe and taking them out of the back of Althorpe in plastic bin bags.
She just very dismissive of it, darling. You're so thick. She kept saying, you're so cynical. No, but I've got a lot of other things you've never found out. She will one day.
Diana did more than unburden herself. She gave Sutherland glimpses of her real strength. He knew she could use it to make a powerful statement on stage and in life.
Okay, I go into that. Okay, I saw that recently because I remember thinking Diana looked cross about something, yet Wayne looked happy. Let's go into that. Okay, is that her? Okay, yep, there's that. Wow, a beauty. Yes, she was. Her stepchildren call her Acid Rain. Oh my goodness. What is it? There was that video that I came across where the brother, Princess Diana brother, what's his name? Is it Charles? Okay, was talking about when they were young, how physical, abusive these people were to them. Even the nanny was abusive to them. Oh my Lord. Alright, like most young women at that time, Diana was my fashion inspiration in the 80s and 90s, and this picture brings back so many memories. Acid Rain, she looked like a baby standing next to that woman. Yeah. Wow. May Diana rest in peace. That's all I have for you guys. Let's do a prayer. For the Sussexes, I do prayer. For the left behind, no. The left behind or baggage for God. For the Sussexes, I like to share my inner feeling with God to take into consideration when protecting them. Okay, prayer. Let's do protection. For protection, and let's say support as well. Let's see. Jesus, my Lord, I place my life in your hands. You are always faithful to rescue and protect me from evil people who want to harm my loved ones or me. Put us in the right places at the right time to avoid harm. Guard my life, O Lord, from the works of the evil ones. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Okay, so that's it. Go on App Your Team Sussex. I have another video that I did prior to this one you could check out. And our part of Pure Service is another channel. I have different videos. Okay, so that is it. Thank you for watching.